practical problems on union and intersection of two sets. Suppose we are having two sets A and B. How can we find the number of elements in the union of A and B? So N A union B will be equal to, we see the figure here, this is our combined, if we say this portion whole is A union B. Before finding this, we will find out what is the meaning of N of A minus B. That is number of elements in this portion, this much only, from here till here, this one. So that will be equal to N of A minus N of A intersection B. Similarly, the this will be N of B minus A. N of B minus A is nothing but N of B minus, because this whole is NB. From that we will remove this portion. So that is NB minus N of A intersection B. And if we, in this one, this is our first part, this is the first part, part 1. Then this is our second part, and this one is our third part. If you add all these three parts, this is the first part, this is the second part, the third part. If you add all three parts, what we'll get is, we'll get the number of elements in the set A union B. Therefore, we'll get N of A union B is equal to, from the Venn diagram, we can get N of A union B equal to N of A minus B plus N of A intersection B plus N of B minus A. So equal to, from here writing the value of N of A minus B is N A minus N A intersection B, then plus N A intersection B, and plus N of B minus A is from here N B minus N of A intersection B. So N B minus N of A intersection B. So we can easily simplify it. So this will become equal to NA plus NB minus N of A intersection B. So this is the formula for finding out the number of elements in the set A union B. So what is N of A union B? NA plus NB minus N of A intersection B. Now same way, suppose we have three sets A, B and C. We can find out the number of elements in the set A union B union C. So this is the formula for that, and derivation is a simple one. We can consider A union B as D, and then we'll get N of D union C, and applying the same formula, here we'll be getting ND plus NB minus N of intersection, in place of A we'll write D, so N of D intersection B. And then in next stage we can replace D with A union B. So the formula which we will be getting will be N of A union B union C is equal to NA plus NB plus NC minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of A intersection C plus N of A intersection B intersection C. So this is the formula to find the number of elements in the set A union B union C. In case suppose the intersection of A and B is empty, is like this. So this is our set A and this is set B. And if you want to find the number of elements in the set A union B, is very simple. In this case, N of A union B will be equal to NA plus NB only when A intersection B is an empty set. This is not a new case. What we have to do here, because when A intersection B will be empty, number of elements will be 0. So what we will get? N of A union B equal to NA plus NB. So now let us go in the exercise. Exercise 1.6, question number 1. So it's a very simple one. If x and y are two sets such that nx equal to 17 and y equal to 23 and n of x and y equal to 38, find number of elements in the in the set of x intersection y. So there are two different ways. We can use Venn diagram, or we can solve it by using the formula. So exercise 1.6. So both method will do here. First one, using Venn diagram. So First we'll draw the rectangle that represents the universal set. So this will be our U, and it says that there are two sets X and Y, and their union is 38, and we have to find the number of elements in X intersection Y. So this is our X, and let this be Y. The number of elements in X are 17, so total is 17, but we do not know how many elements are here. So suppose the elements here are, say, small x, then here in this portion of X we will have the number of elements as 17 minus x. 17 minus x, because total elements in this will be 7, total elements are 17, so elements in this portion will be 17 minus x. And in the same way, number of elements in the set Y is 23. This whole circle is 23. Out of 23, x elements are here, so remaining will be here, that is 23 minus x. And what it says that the union of the both the sets, in that the number of elements are 38. So what we can do in this case, since n of X union Y equal to 38, therefore we have just we'll put the values here. From the Venn diagram we can have 17 minus x plus 23 minus x equal to 38. So plus x minus x cancel out, and we'll be getting 17 plus 23, that is 40 minus x. 40 minus x equal to 38. So this will give us x equal to 40 minus 38. Therefore x equal to 2. But where is x? X is in the intersection of x and y. Here we can see here x is in the intersection of the set x and y. Therefore we can say that the number of elements in the intersection of x and y are 2. Therefore n of x intersection y is equal to 2. So this is the answer of question number 1. Now we can do the same one by using formula also. So let us do question number 1 by formula method. So second method, here nx equal to 17, ny equal to 23, n of x union y equal to 38. We know that n of x union y, what is the formula for that? That will be nx plus ny minus n of x intersection y. Therefore, just putting the values, 38 equal to nx is 17 plus ny, that is 23, minus n of x intersection y. So 38 equal to 17 plus 23 is 40, minus n of x intersection y. 38 minus 40 equal to minus n of x intersection y. And simplifying this, we will be getting 38 minus 40, that is minus 2 equal to minus n of x intersection y. Cancelling minus both sides, we will be getting n of x intersection y equal to 2. So this is the answer of question number 1 by second method. Now let us do in the same way question number 2 also. Question number 2 you can do by Venn diagram or by using the formula. So here I will be using the formula method. You can use any. Question number 2 now. If x and y are two sets such that x union y has 18 elements, so n of x union y. When number of elements are given, use n. N means number of elements. So n of x union y equal to 18. Then nx equal to 8, and ny has 15 elements, so ny equal to 15. This is exactly like the first one only. How many elements does x intersection y have? N of x intersection y equal to, so we know that Just we'll write down the formula here. N of x union y equal to nx plus ny minus n of x intersection y. Just we'll put the values. So putting the values, what we'll be getting? Therefore, n of x union y, there here we'll be writing 18 equal to nx is 8 plus ny is 15 minus, and we have to find number of elements in the set x intersection y. So here we'll be getting 18 equal to 15 plus 8 is 23 minus n of x intersection y. Therefore, 18 minus 23 equal to minus n of x intersection y. 18 minus 23 is minus 5. Minus 5 equal to minus n x intersection y. So this minus and minus cancel out. Therefore, we can say that number of elements in x intersection y is equal to 5. Now let us do third one. Third one we'll do by Venn diagram. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll draw a rectangle. So this is question number third one, and we'll draw two circles. One will represent Hindi and another one English. Suppose H represents Hindi and E represents English. H equal to Hindi, and suppose E represents English. Now, in a group of 400 people, 250 can speak Hindi and 200 can speak English. How many can speak both Hindi and English? So 250 can speak Hindi. We do not know how many are in Hindi who can speak even English also. So let this be X. So total is 250. 250 can speak Hindi. So this will be 250 minus X. The same way 200 can speak English, but in that those who are speaking English, some are who can even speak Hindi, so they are here. So total is 200. So remaining will be 200 minus X. So, and what is the overall the total people are how many? 400. So here n of H union E equal to, from the figure, what we are getting, 250 minus X plus X plus 200 minus X using Venn diagram. This we have got from Venn diagram. Now just what is the value of n of H union E? Here it is given 400 people. So 400 equal to, remaining will write here 250 minus X plus X plus 200 minus X. Minus X plus X cancelled out. 400 equal to 250 plus 200 is 450 minus X. Now taking 450 to the other side, we'll get 400 minus 450 equal to minus X. So minus 50 equal to minus X. Cancelling minus sign both sides, will be getting therefore X equal to 50. But what is X? If you see the Venn diagram, X is the number of people who can speak both Hindi and English. So they are how much in total? 50. Therefore we can say that n of H intersection E, do not write union, H intersection E equal to, that means speaking Hindi and English both, that is equal to 50. So this is the answer of question number 3. Then this question number 4, 5, 6 you will do on your own. This was self trial. Now let us go in question number 7th one. So we'll be doing question number 7 now. Question number 7th one. What it says that in a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many like tennis only and not cricket? How many like tennis? So let us first draw a Venn diagram for this. So there are two kind of people one who like cricket and one who like tennis. So we'll draw circles. Suppose this is C and this is T. So C equal to the set people liking cricket. People liking cricket. And T equal to the set C equal to set T equal to people liking tennis. People who like tennis. Who like tennis. Now we'll fill up the data from here. In a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket. So overall it is 40 and 10 like both cricket and tennis. That means 10 will come here. And overall in cricket, how many are there? 40 are there, but 10 out of 40 are liking tennis also. So remaining those who are not liking tennis are 30, because overall how many persons are there in cricket in the set C? 40. So 30 plus 10, 40. And in a so how many like tennis only? So how many will like tennis only? Very simple. From 65 we'll remove 30 plus 10. So from the Venn diagram we have, so from the Venn diagram, we have the union of the number of elements in the union of C and T, that is we have N C union T equal to, what is this portion where 30 is there, that is N C minus T, plus what is this portion where 10 is there, that is N of C intersection T, and remaining will be plus that is N of this portion is T minus C, so T minus C. So what is N of C union T is already given here, that is 65. So 65 equal to NC minus T, NC minus T is 30, plus common portion, number of elements are there 10, so that is 30 plus 10 plus N of T minus C, that means those people who like only tennis but not cricket. So that will be 65 equal to 40 plus N of T minus C, and this will give us, therefore we can say N of T minus C equal to 65 minus 40. Therefore N of T minus C will be equal to how much? For 65 minus 40 is 25. So this is the answer. And the next one is how many like tennis? So NT equal to, that will be N of T minus C plus N of C intersection T. You can see from the figure also, here it is. If in T minus this T minus C, in that if we add the this set which is common, then we'll get the whole set T. That means the people who like tennis. So the answer will be, what is N T minus C? We have already calculated here. That is equal to 25. And what are the people who are liking both cricket and tennis? They are in number 10. Also in the Venn diagram we have seen it. So that will be equal to 35. So the people who like tennis are 35 and those who like only tennis are 25. So this is the answer of question number 7th one. Now let us go in question number 8th one. In a committee 50 people speak French, 20 speak Spanish and 10 speak both Spanish and French. How many speak at least one of these two languages? So let us do this question number 8th one again by both the methods. Question number 8. First method, Venn diagram. Venn diagram. So first we'll draw the Venn diagram. We'll draw the rectangle and then two circles. So let this be the set U, and first one let it be F and this be S. So where F is, set F is equal to people who speak French, people who speak French, people who speak French, and let S equal to people who speak Spanish, people who speak Spanish, Spanish. In Venn diagram, we must always fill up the elements of the intersection set. So here, if you read it very carefully, we have 50 people speak French, 20 speak Spanish, and 10 speak both Spanish and French. That means 10 are speaking both Spanish and French. So that will be the number of people who are common in both the set F and set S. So we'll be writing here first 10, and the next step, there are 50 people who speak French. So total are 50, out of that 10 are here, so remaining 40 will be here. 40 plus 10, 50. Similarly, those who are speaking Spanish are 20 in number, and we have written 10 here, so remaining 10 will be this side. So this all is the Venn diagram. Now it's very simple one. We have to find the total uh, people who speaks either French or Spanish. Why? Because it says how many speak at least one of these two languages. It means minimum the person must speak one of the language, or he can speak more than one language. So the union will come. So therefore, uh, people who can speak. Therefore, number of people who can speak at least one of the two languages, at least one of the two languages, one of the two languages is equal to 40 plus 10 plus 10, and that is equal to 60. So this is the answer of question number 8. Now we'll do the same by the method of the formula. So second method is very simple one. For that, there is no need for Venn diagram. What is given to us in a community, 50 people speak French. So same way, suppose F is the set representing people who speak French, people who speak French, people who speak French, and let S be the set people who speak Spanish, people who speak Spanish. So here, number of people who speak French are 50. That means N of F, NF equal to 50. Then those who are speaking Spanish are 20. So NS equal to 20. And how many are speaking both the languages? They are 10. So that means NF intersection S is equal to 10. Therefore, N of F union S will be equal to, we know the formula, that is NF plus NS minus N of F intersection S. So this implies N of F union S will be equal to, what is NF 50 plus what is NS 20 minus 10, and that is 70 minus 10, that is 60. So this is the answer of question number 8. Now let us do a question in which 3 sets are involved. So let us do this question number 15. In a survey of 60 people, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H, 26 read newspaper T, and 26 read newspaper I. 9 read both H and I, 11 read both H and T, 8 read both T and I, 3 read all the 3 newspapers. Find the number of people who read at least one of the newspapers. Second part, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. So what we'll do is we'll solve this question number 15 by Venn diagram. So question number 15, this is from the miscellaneous. So first we'll draw is a rectangle. So this will be rectangle, and in that we'll draw 3 sets. So this first set, this second set, and this is the third set. And there are 3 different kinds of newspapers. So let this be H, this is U, and this be T, and we have the newspaper I. So in Venn diagram already we have discussed that first of all you have to fill that portion which is common in all the sets. So here if you see this portion, this is common for all 3 sets. So we'll fill up the number of elements in this portion. So what is that? 3 read all newspapers. So 3 will come here. these three. Next one, we'll now fill up that one which is common for two sets, because for three sets we have already filled up. For two sets here are three places, 1, 2 and 3. So we'll first we'll fill up which is common for H and T. That means those number of those people who read the newspaper H and T. So H and T here 11 read both H and T. So 11 are reading both H and T, but out of 11, 3 are already here. So from 11 remove 3, so that will be 8. So 8 will come here. Similarly, H and I here 9 read both H and I. Out of that 9, 3 are already here. So remaining 9 minus 3 will be 6. 6 will be here. Then we'll fill up the entry here. That will be number of people who are reading newspaper T and I. So newspaper T and I 26 here. Yes, 8 read both T and I. So 8 are reading both T and I. Out of that 8, 3 are already here. So remaining 5 will be here, because 5 plus 3 is 8. Next, we'll fill up the number of people who are reading, say, the newspaper H. So how many are there? It was found that 25 are reading newspaper H. So out of 25, already some entries are here. So we'll count them, and this total is subtract from 25, and remaining will write here. So 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 3 is 17. So 25 minus 17, that will give us 8. Then next we'll fill up the number of entries which will be possible here. So for that we'll have to see how many people are reading the newspaper T. So 26 here, 26 read newspaper T. So out of 26, some entries are here, so that will subtract from 26. So what they are? 8 plus 3, that is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16, and 16 will subtract from 26. So 26 minus 16 will give us 10. So 10 will come here. Then our next will be filling up this portion. That is, for this we'll have to check how many people are reading the newspaper I. So how many people are reading the newspaper I? 26 people read newspaper I. So out of 26, some entries are here, that will subtract from 26. So what is this total? 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 5, 14. So 14 will subtract from 26, and we'll get here is 12. Now easily we can solve the first and second part. What is first part? The number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. That means we have to find all those people who are reading either one newspaper or two newspapers or all the three newspapers. So that means we have to find the union of H, T and I. So first part, from Venn diagram we have, from Venn diagram we have N H union T union I equal to, that will be just the total of all these numbers. So that will be 8 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 12. So that will be 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 10 is 26, 26 plus 6 is 32, this will be 35, this is 40, and this is plus 12, that is 52. So 52 people are there who read at least one of the newspapers. So that is what we can write down. Therefore the number of people who read at least one of the newspapers, that is equal to how much? 52. Now let us do second part, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. For this we'll have to refer the Venn diagram. So here is the Venn diagram. From the Venn diagram we see that there are 8 people who read only newspaper H. Then there are 10 people who read only newspaper T, and there are 12 people who read only newspaper I. So if we add all the three, we'll get the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. So this is how we'll get the answer of second part. So let us solve it. Second part, 15th question, second part. The number of people who read exactly one newspaper, exactly one newspaper, one newspaper, one newspaper equal to. So for that, let us again refer back to the Venn diagram once more. So that is 8 plus 10 plus 12. So equal to 8 plus 10 plus 12, and that is 8 plus 10 is 18, 18 plus 12 is 30. So that answer will be 30. Now this 16th one is there that you will try on your own. It will for self trial.